morning to one and all. Today, we have gathered here to perform a parliamentary debate on the topic Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Amendment Act of 2021. For today, the speaker would be Miss Maria. Let's begin with the arguments.
Good morning, Honorable Speaker. Today, I would like to highlight some features of this amendment. So, the law warns the juvenile justice boards to take a call in such cases of heinous crimes by those aged between 16 and 18 years. The boards will determine whether the crime was committed with a childlike mind or an adult-like mind. This would be determined by the psychologists and other psychosocial workers. Already poor equipped with infrastructure and a shortage of counselors and child psychiatrists and a growing backlog of cases, the juvenile justice boards could come under heavy public pressure, allow themselves to be influenced by media trials and protests in determining which 17-year-old is childlike and which is adult-like. This cannot be more arbitrary than this. Secondly, it is about the reformation. Sending the minors aged between 16 and 18 years to adult prisons for 7 years or more will likely ensure that there is little chance of their reformation. Spending such a prolonged period in jail with other criminals will make it hard for young minors, that is aged less than 16, to come out of the cycle of crime and punishment. So I would say that the ones who have been under the age of 16 would be likely to be sent to juvenile, as there would be a chance of reformation in them in juvenile only. But if they are sent to adult trial, then they would be influenced, those who are aged under the age of 16.
Thank you, Mr. Cyrus. So now,
Good morning, Honorable Speaker. Before starting off with this debate, I would like to draw your attention towards some of the most known cases. On November 2013, a gang of 5 minors allegedly murdered a jeweler's wife in Delhi's Mayur Vihar, and they fled away with the gold and the cash. Also, the very well-known case of Nirbhaya that happened on 16 January 2012, in which a girl was murdered brutally and was raped. In both of these cases, we have seen that the co-accused were underage. And these were some of the cases that brought out the flaw in the juvenile system and the Juvenile Justice Act, which was originally made in 2000. In the last few years, it was observed that crimes done by children under the age of 15 to 16 have increased significantly. And keeping in mind these things, the court has again amended the law. Now, the law has said that in under certain circumstances, the children under the age of 15 to 16 years can be held trial as an adult. This is totally true and sure, and we know that if this law is implemented, the cases and the crimes can be put on a low level. We know and we have to wonder that why are crimes increasing in India? And that is because we do not have harsh punishments, and the criminals know that whatever they do, they are going to get bail eventually one day. And that is the case with children too. And we know that children are the generation and foundation of our India, of our world. And if children are like this, the world will go in vain. So this law should be implemented, as nobody should be given a fair deal. And this law will bring out the most among the citizens of the country and will make them a better person. Thank you.
now I would like to call Gunika from BJP to present her views.
Good morning, Honorable Speaker. I would like to highlight some points on this bill. So, ma'am, so the Speaker, as we know that children who minors who commit the crime under the age of 18 are sent to juvenile and then later released based on their crimes. It is really it is not correct to just release them after their punishment is over, because it is taught from childhood, like from a 5-year-old child is also known that he or she is not supposed to hurt a human being, either by his actions or something else. So ma'am, it is very basic that he or she is not supposed to commit some crime, some heinous crime, which could take the life of the other person. And later, if the person is minor, he or she is not ready, psychologically ready that to face the punishment. So after the legal age, that is 18 or 19, he or she should be punished for his crime.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, I would like to call Prabjot from DMK to present her view.
Good afternoon, the Honorable Speaker. Here's the view from the DMK party. Further examination is needed to decide if the age for punitive action should be reduced to 16 years from the current level of 18 years. I think it would be really good if government sends this to a selective committee and we can have more discussions, more considerations, and then pass the bill. Root causes needed to be addressed urgently. The justice system must work towards the reform and rehabilitation and not just focus on punishment. We need to remember that the ultimate objective of our criminal justice system should be reform and not retribution. Tamil Nadu had little to boast by way of tackling crimes by minors with the NCRB data, indicating that the state has an increasing number of young offenders. The state has put in place a weak reformation system and correction homes. Many are left for petty offences and returned to crime and turned criminals.